David Aldridge. We are here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. We are live at the Amway Center, home of the Magic. And, of course, Mo Wagner. This will be their second game without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
With the drive, and Fultz gets it to go. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of...
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
Morant surveying the D. Pass to Melton. A three ball. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Cuts off the pass. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom. And it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Outside for Jackson. Into the lane. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Fultz. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Claxton. There's the screen. He lobs it up.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Back to Ross. Clock at 6. Harden surveying the D. Got a hand on it.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the projection.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 4-point game. Pass to Grant. .137 left to play in the first. Here's Melton. Left side Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
He hits the second from the line. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Oh, that's straight out of Harden's playbook. Go on the attack, drive the lane, force the defense into foul. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
To the left side wing. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Pass to Ross. There's the pick. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Jackson. Up the floor. Here's Brooks. No good. That would have tied it.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's Harden with the drive. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Orlando leading. Here's Fultz. The Magic again can't hit. Morris looking over the floor. Hachimura the screen. Allen outside. Morris outside. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far. Working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Pass to Nora. Now Anthony jacks up a three. Nora, that's good. Nora's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Here's Morris. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Going inside. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Morant. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft obviously coming out of Cleveland.
Oh! Are you for real? Morant way up. That move was fire.
Chandler, no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Oh, Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pass to Nora, and they get it. Ja Morant grabs the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Brooks. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Orlando trailing here.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. You see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja. Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Here's Culver to end the cold streak, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you.
Memphis leading by 5 from past the arc. Melton no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Harden outside. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Pass to Fultz. There's the drive for 3. And James Harden good for 3. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable. Just quick.
Look at that.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
.24 seconds left in the first half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Here's Morris. It's stolen by Fultz.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
3 seconds left. And Hachimura with the lay-in. Hachimura's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies. And so we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Over in the corner, Allen. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Superb at switching gears at a moment's notice. Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's It's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The Grizzlies have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And what really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
They set the pick. Harden. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. And it's blocked. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. 6 to shoot. Here's Grant. And that one, good. Grant's got 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Harden outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Fultz.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pass to Melton. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Melton. This one for 3. Okeke grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, reads the passing very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length. And I like that he can play physically. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Here's Morant. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Fultz. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fultz has got 4 this quarter.
And the talent Fultz has, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
Pass to Melton. Back to Morant. Grant, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Morant. There's the 3. Melton, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the shot goes in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Morant drives in. Stolen by Harden. Ross with it. He's picked up by Morant. Harden with it. He's got 10. And the jam by Harden.
Ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Brooks outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 5.
A huge part of Brooks' attack is that he understands how crucial it is that he continues to hit this shot.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. So both teams making some changes here. Orlando on D. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. Back to Morris. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. On the wing, Morris. Sinks the triple. 6 points for him.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
To the middle. Pass to Nora. It's stolen by Morris. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Morris. And he commits the intentional foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First free throw is good. And Morris drops them both. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Anthony on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Now Culver. And so it's Memphis in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Magic trailed by 9. And they go to the intentional foul. It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
From deep, Brooks. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to be on James Harden. And that one falls for Brooks. And he sinks the second.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And he makes all 3. The Magic trailed by 9. Ross on the wing. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Jackson with it. Misses from close range. And here's Harden. Driving in. Here's Claxton. Now, here is Harden. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Here's Morant. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Yes. Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Harden outside. Pulls up. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
Pass to Morant. Here he goes. Doesn't go that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. Harden outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. It's stolen by Fultz. No good from Ross. And so Grant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Melton. Stolen by Harden. Over in the corner, Fultz to take the lead. Rebounded by Jackson. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Pass to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. To the inside. And they double up Morant. Shot on the wing. Bullseye.
For a versatile offensive skill set, defenders can struggle to contain Brooks.
It's Harden with the drive. .55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
.52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant with it. Pass to Melton. Back to Morant. And here's Morris for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here is Harden. From deep. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Now Ross has to Harden to take the lead. No good from 3-point territory. Morris outside. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Comes through big. Now they can put everything they have into guard against him.
Harden inside the three-point line. Misses. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alt.
On the pavement, came from a when the place move it low key. That's that aim. All black with the mask down. We say nothing, put your cash down. Sunday do the Sunday. Out of space like sci-fi. I'm everywhere like the Wi-Fi. Chain swing, got my icon. All black, all melanin, too fly.